I kept these videos private because I was ashamed of the setback. But ignoring the cycle only gives it power. Last year taught me a lesson I clearly didn't learn because I'm back in the same fire right now. For the next 14 days, I'm sharing the lost files because the only way out is through. I've spent a year pretending these files didn't exist. Between February and May of last year, I went through a hardship that broke my rhythm, my confidence, and my plans. I told myself I processed it. I told myself I moved on. The truth is, history has a funny way of repeating itself when you refuse to face it head on. It's April 1st, 2026, and I'm standing in the exact same fire. This is day one of the Lost Files. This is how the cycle began. Welcome back. If you followed this channel for the DIYs and the travel, thank you for being here. But I have to be honest with you and myself. Right now, I'm facing a major setback in 2026 that feels all too familiar. So I went back into the archives and realized that from February to May of 2025, the universe gave me every warning sign possible. But I ignored them. I painted over the cracks instead of fixing the foundation. To get through what I'm facing, I have to show you what I hid last year. For the next 14 days, we're going back so I can finally move forward. This was February 11th, 2025. At the time, I thought it was just having a bad day, but didn't realize it was the start of a 4-month spiral that would cost me my peace and reroute my progress. The scary part, I found footage from February 11, 2026 that looks almost identical. The same excuses, the same mistakes. Looking back at this now, I can see I was doing my best to push through. But back then, I just thought I needed to work harder. I was ignoring the pattern.
This little guy snuck up on me. Hey there. Scared me. I thought it was a cat, but I was like, a cat usually don't jump up on you like that, because he came up at me from behind. Hi, little one. Hi, little one. How are you? You want some loving? Hi. Hi there. Hi there. I gotta go. I gotta continue working. I'll see you next time, okay? I'm gonna fall down. Welcome to Living with Abundant Joy, a variety channel where I share the trials and triumphs of adulting. And today, some unexpected changes have happened, and I'm just going to take you along for the journey, so let's go.
As everything was crumbling, I tried to hide behind the mask of living with abundant joy. I thought if I just focused on the joy, that all the chaos would fade away. Little did I know, that was my first mistake.
Alright, I made it to my destination. As you know, I do gig work, or you might not know this because this might be your first time tuning in to the channel and into the video, but I do gig work. That's one of the things that I do, and I'm at my destination because as of lately, gig work has been super slow, and right now it is about 12 and there's no orders. So I'm here at my destination. I'm at my storage, so I'm gonna go take the cleaning supplies, put them back. You know what? And the truth is, changes aren't just happening in my life, but they're happening for everyone. Just because there are changes going on around you does not mean that you have to let those changes affect you in a negative way. Sometimes it's just time to pivot, do something new, and dive into that new adventure that you've been wanting to do. So as I close the chapter on one thing, well, I was going to say I opened the door to something new, but that door isn't quite ready to be opened yet. So I'm going to take a break from recording, see if I can get an order or something in the meantime and in between time, and then after that, we'll get back to this story.
This was a few days earlier, around February the 6th, 2025. And I had purchased a candle making kit. And I did this, now I know it was because subconsciously I realized that it was time to shift, time to focus my energy in a new direction so that I can actually get through what it is I was going through. But I didn't quite put all my eggs in one basket. I was excited to get the new tools, excited to try something new, but I wasn't all in just yet. So over the next few days, I would kind of put this project on hold. But before I did that, I went ahead, opened up everything, saw everything that I had, and then I began the process of starting to make candles for the very first time. Tomorrow, I'm showing you the second file, or part 2 of the first phase, the moment where I had the chance to stop the cycle and I chose to keep running instead. I'm posting every day until we get caught up to right now. I hope by sharing this, you can spot the cycles in your life before they become setbacks. Since I'm doing a 14-day sprint to bridge the gap between the lost files of 2025 and the current reality of this setback of 2026, you'll want to subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications so you're reminded when I post each day. Trust me, you won't want to miss a day because I'll be revealing a specific red flag that I ignored along this journey of recovery. Here's a 14-day roadmap. What you can expect. Phase 1 is all about the subtle start. This is where I'll focus on the cycle and how it began quietly while I was distracted by everyday expectations. Phase 2 is going to be the downward spiral. This is where the hardship of 2026 really started to rear its ugly head and really tried to show me what would be happening over the year to come. And last, we're going to bridge the gap from the lost files of 2025 to my current reality. See you tomorrow for the second archive.